Dore is making me scratch my noodle. I'm not sure if Jimmy Dore just went all Alex Jones on everybody and just like, oh, Sandy Hook is bullshit. There's no such thing as Sandy Hook. All those kids and those parents, they're all a bunch of crisis actors, right? Woo! But it does make you wonder about the depiction and what the media actually shows, and how do you know the full truth? Right? Unless you're there and you got videotape of the entire thing, how do you know the full truth? So when it comes down to Jimmy Dore, he doesn't think that what they're reporting, and I'll tell you how actually I saw this. He pointed out that the Daily Beast, who has Chelsea Clinton on the board of directors, is where he got this story from. But I saw just one headline about the Assange thing, and then I just saw about 20 headlines. It kind of just hit just out of nowhere, and then everybody else started repeating all the bullshit. And so where it comes from, and the reason why he doubts it, first it goes along with that Russia hacked the DNC emails. Well, I'm not for sure if that's happened. I thought it was Seth Rich and there was the Hillary thing or whatever's going on. So I'm not sure exactly what's going on with the DNC emails, who hacked it and why they hacked it. But I know that Julian Assange had said that it wasn't a state actor. It wasn't a state actor, not a government nor a state actor is what it gave him the information to the DNC servers. It wasn't a state actor. And so, you know, you're basically forcing him to reveal his sources. Now, some people are pretty, you know, savvy liars. I find it very hard to lie. But you have this guy who has this, Syria? What's that guy in Syria? Assad. That motherfucker was saying, no, I did not attack my own citizens with chemical weapons. I did not. It was not me. I did not attack my own citizens with chemical weapons. It was not me. I swear it wasn't me. I didn't do it. He said it about 20 times in about 20 different interviews. And then later on, because he had nothing to worry about, he's like, yeah, yeah, I did it. It was me. What the fuck? What the fuck, Assad? I believed you for a month, you piece of shit. Anyways, Assange. So apparently there's this story that came out. Julian Assange was offered a pardon from Donald Trump as long as he had covered up that it wasn't a Russian hack. So if it wasn't a Russian hack, right, who hacked the DNC? Who knows? But as long as Assange said it was not Russia, Donald Trump would be up for a pardon. That sounds like a decent deal. That sounds like an interesting deal. It also came from this one congressman who is known to be a Russian stooge. It just sounds like bullshit. So it is English. So in terms of what do I know versus what don't I know, it's the media. And all I know are the English words that have been printed and that several of the media outlets went with it. I didn't hear they said the original source was Assange's lawyer himself in court. And so that's what it was reported. It was Assange's lawyer that said it, that Donald Trump offered Assange a pardon. Hey, Assange, just, you know, if that DNC, if that's a Russian hack, just, you know, let that shit slide. I'll get you a pardon. Apparently there was some congressman that was supposed to do it. Jimmy Dore found some contradicting narrative. So Julian Assange said that it wasn't a state actor, it was not a government. The congressman had said that he did talk to Assange, and he just said that perhaps he might have information that, you know, he could give back to Donald, but he never talked to Donald, and therefore he wasn't at the, you know, at Donald's discretion. He wasn't there by the orders of Donald. So what's the real deal? What the fuck is going on? Who hacked those DNC emails? That's interesting. It's interesting that they picked up on the narrative immediately, right? Julian Assange's lawyer accuses Donald have offered a pardon in exchange for, you know, just complete, it wasn't the Russians. It wasn't the Russians. The Russians didn't do it. So just complete what? A complete pardon, a complete clemency, complete exoneration, right? So just complete exoneration. That's what Donald Trump, apparently this is what the mainstream media is saying, but Jimmy Dore doesn't believe it, and now I'm wondering, you know, why do I assume? I never heard before that the hacker, the DNC emails was the Russians. I mean, maybe I did hear about that, but it didn't seem like it was just programmed in my brain, and then when I read it, I was kind of like, what the fuck? So I guess the Russian thing was right. I guess Russia did hack their elections. Yeah, and if Donald Trump offered the pardon, I mean, that's pretty, I don't know if that's just a concocted story in order to get some media headlines, or if that's actually what happened. It wouldn't, either way, we're in the postmodern age, we're in the post-postmodern age, we've already gone past what is true, so we need to get back just to the basics, right? What is Maslow's hierarchy? That's the truth. So there, we can build off of Maslow's hierarchy. Anyways, fucking Assange, what the fuck is going on?